Think of my dreams will come at one. I'll do my thing like king, like hula. I've been envisioning in AM. All of my dreams flow tonight, hula. With a system mate in bed. Lighting them down in case they chula. Don't need to trip on no what if I do like this. No joke, no sooner.
I'm currently dealing with what I would call the harsh realities of business ownership and business growth, which is managing people, starting to manage a team and other projects as you delegate and hand off certain things. Last week, I brought on an editor to handle somewhat of a low-hanging project that I just didn't really want to think about too much, and was pretty straightforward as far as chopping up a podcast into some short-form clips. And it was my first time working with him, so my expectations were that I would need to communicate really well and probably work through some of the difficulties. Now, I definitely am realizing how much I needed to communicate even more clearer, and also my doing the project was the timeline for getting it done and sent off to the client was pretty slammed shut, which I should have just left open a little bit more, or given a little bit more space if I was going to bring on a brand new person that I haven't worked with in this manner. And so I'm just learning a lot of these things as I want to bring on someone else. It's like, okay, I need to think through, is the output going to match the quality that it needs to? Is this going to please the client? Or are they going to be like, man, this isn't up to standards, I think I'd rather just find somebody else? I need to communicate well. I mean, this is leadership. This is someone else's life, right? Who's put their work and put their time into this. And I want them to feel welcomed and appreciated, and then be able to structure feedback accordingly, so it's not bashing what they've done, but rather just constructively building them up into what needs to be done. So obviously this is first project. I had expectations of needing to work through things like this, and so now it's just working through them, right? So I am in this spot though where these videos are due tonight, and so I'm just going to have to kind of dive in, handle the revisions and the things that need to be done so that they can get sent to the client on time. Otherwise it would just be a whole other process, and I would rather just get them to the client on time instead of kind of having to delay or pushing the date back or anything. So that's just the harsh reality and the truth, which is totally okay, right? If that's something you don't want to deal with, then you just don't do it and you stay solo and you handle all the projects yourself. But if you do want to grow or eventually bring someone on, I think this is kind of that challenge. This is one of those pain layers of having to push over this so that eventually through, maybe 1, 2, 3 these projects, the editor's got it, he's locked in, and then in the future it's, I just check through, maybe fix some spelling, boom, sent off to the client. So that is the goal anyways, and obviously maybe this isn't the person. If it doesn't work out, great, I'm on the hunt for the next person that fits the mold, fits what we need to get done, and then just grow from there.
With a system mate in bed. Lighting them down in case they chula. Don't need to trip on no what if I do like this. No joke, no
Project is all wrapped up. It's about 9:30 right now. Made pretty solid timing on getting it over to the client, which I'm super stoked about. And this is just the reality that I've realized of wanting to grow, wanting to scale, wanting to disperse and delegate and grow into different lines of business and just grow more of a team, is the responsibility of leadership and the responsibility of me as the owner and the leader of building this thing. It falls on me, right? At the core, obviously it's the people I hire to, and the skill levels and making sure all that aligns. But I know I'm just at the beginning of learning and understanding the systems that I need to have, the communication I can really offer. But the things I really am trying to fall back on are just kind of my values and core as a human, as far as making sure I'm always assuring people are appreciated and known that they are valued and seen. Whether the project fully works out or not, it's not a reason to destroy a relationship. And I was literally just talking with my dad who is an incredible leader. He leads a team of a couple hundred employees right now at his current vice president position. And he was talking about how leaders often have two directions. You can either react or you can respond. When you react, it's usually out of emotion or feeling, and responding is more out of a calculated, more thought out approach or response, right? It's more just the facts. And reacting is usually what causes broken relationships. It's what causes hurt. It's what causes people to want to quit or leave or just talk crap about you or not want to work or do a project with you again. But when you respond and whether you fully feel the excitement or you feel frustrated or that the project didn't work out, when you respond out of just love or appreciation or thank you so much for the work that you did put in, I would love to chat in the future about how we can work together even more and make sure that projects continue to align, that we're putting and getting things that we're receiving things on the same level so that your output can match what I would like, and just setting up a constructive conversation and just a relationship for future growth. And maybe it is a thing where it is just a skill level or you just don't align, but at least it's not out of a place of, man, I put in all this work for Grayson. I wanted to work for him. It was sweet, a good opportunity. But then he kind of just treated me like crap. And I just don't want to be that. And I want to make sure, whether it's a small project or a large project, that I'm always staying true to my values and who I am as a person, and just treating people with the utmost kindness and generosity and love, and then just building from there. And so it's hitting me in a really solid way, and these are just really good reminders as far as the growth that I desire. And even though I don't necessarily foresee a massive team with the things that I want to build and grow, I just want to be, if it's a small team, sweet, we're going to be super intimate and close and communicative. And so if we don't get along, or there's tension there, or there's frustration, it's just not going to work well. So I hold this very highly, and it is a great responsibility that I feel as I continue to build things. So having a little mother-son time. What are we doing?
Making sauerkraut.
I love sauerkraut on pretty much everything I eat.
But we've never done this before.
No, first time. I've been saving my jars. This is how much I eat sauerkraut. This is probably like a week at a time, each of these. Nice glass jars. We've got red cabbage, some dill, cucumbers, and I'm also eating a steak.
Salt you're keeping.
And salt. So, we're learning.
And then you right back when I'm my gold and my shine. Been dreaming up me, trying to get in my groove, no nickel, no time.
3 jars done. I think we did it correctly.
We'll find out.
We'll find out in a couple days. 2 original, 1 with cucumber and dill. So I'm excited. I'll eat them probably either way.
If we didn't do it right, we're gonna watch some videos and figure
Some
out.
more research.
Yes.
Soon we'll be having our own stand at a farmer's market. In no time.
So sauerkraut, then we should try pickles, onions.
Pickled onions. Oh.
What
yes.
else?
Anything you can ferment. You can ferment fruit, can't you? Yeah.
You
probably not
can, but I don't know
Yeah.
about ferment. But you can make your own candied oranges. I just found a recipe for that.
This is Cooking with Grayson and Mom.
Awesome.
East and the west, I'm racking up on my bread, power on me, I'm feeling just like a Tesla. Too much tree, the smoke is making my chest hurt. Girl on me, I'm thinking I should've rest her. Hey, I'm thinking I should've.
Ready? It's our boxing match. Ding ding! The boxing ended it with.
Yeah.
I thought I told you. Holy
Bryce and I are in the gym, hitting a workout tonight.
Yep.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna work out.
You gonna bench?
I'm gonna work out my muscles.
Okay.
Get a nice, big, strong.
It's gonna get freaking yoked. I'm gonna do some kettlebell, a couple of curls, some bench with Bryson, and with some abs and maybe some cardio on the rower because I didn't run this morning. So it's gonna be good.
Yep. Let's get after it.
This ain't cheddar, this quiche.
Got it, Mr. Ready Back. 90 seconds on my back. 30 seconds like you like. Fuck it just as like you like. Do it just like you like. Take it just like you like. Call it just like you like. Ride it just like my back. Take her on the field.
Good morning, it is Friday today. My dad and I are flying out this afternoon to Minnesota for a long weekend, celebrating Christmas with his family out there and going to a Vikings game. So that'll be fun. Before we get to that though, gonna spend some time in the sauna, recovering, and then I've gotta finish packing. I gotta fit everything in one backpack for like 4 or 5 days. And apparently it just snowed there, so extremely excited for that. Gonna be a fun weekend hanging with my dad. Gonna recover though from all the workouts and runs this week. Get some sauna time, maybe a cold plunge, and then we'll get after it. Quick sauerkraut update for those of you who are deeply invested in this process. I believe it's been 3 days since we canned and put them here. They're starting to bubble up, which is perfect. That's what you want. And they're leaking a little bit, so I can actually smell it. It smells pretty good, but that's good. Apparently it's supposed to. That means that the pressure and the solution and the fermentation is happening. So hopefully once I'm back from Minnesota in a couple days, it's ready to be eaten.
I ain't about it, yeah, about to miss. Tape on the gun, can't miss. Tape on it. Shake on it. Shake on it. Try to keep fucking my bones. Moving too fast, about to break some. Try to keep out of my phone. You keep doing that, I'ma break some. Break some.
Got it, Mr. Ready Back. 90 seconds on my back.
Father Jensen and I
What's up?
have made it to Minneapolis. Flew in. It is a nice. Does it say the degrees on here?
It's 18 degrees according to the car.
18 according to the car. The pilot on the plane said 16. But anyways, chilly. Much different than Phoenix, that's for sure. Which was fully expected. And there is some snow on the ground. We were just talking about and hoping for potentially another snow. Which it sounds like there might be one tomorrow. Or at least some sleet or some sort of holiday-esque feel, because we get this little opportunity here this weekend to be in the cold, and then Christmas we'll actually spend in Newport. So excited. We've got a fun weekend planned with family. We're heading to my aunt's and my dad's brother right now. My aunt and uncle, I guess. We're gonna stay with them this weekend. We've got family Christmas tomorrow with a bunch of family. Sunday hanging out with some friends, Caleb and Andra. Monday we're going to a Vikings game, and then who knows what else we'll get up to in between. So it's gonna be a fun weekend, fun little boys trip. You excited?
Very much. Yeah, this is putting me in the holiday spirit.
Seriously.
I love the chilly weather.
It's so good. We're gonna head to the store, get some groceries right now, some food. I've got a long run in the morning, so I gotta make sure I fuel up for the long run and cold run. But excited. I know. Excited to be here. Dad and I are on the way to our family Christmas right now, but I need to get a run in today. I was supposed to do a long run around like 10-13 miles, but I slept a little bit longer than I should have. So we drove over to my cousin Cody's house, pretty close. We're about like 4 or 5 miles out right now. Gonna run in, and then we've got celebrations all day. It's gonna be so good. But it's like, I think 20 degrees out right now, or 24. So I got my balaclava, got my gloves, got my thermals. Hopefully I stay warm. Feeling good. Oh, definitely different than Phoenix. But the cool air feels good. I've got plenty of layers on. But legs are definitely feeling a little stiff. Maybe from the plane yesterday. I think we've got just like a mile left into the house. And then it's time to hang with family. You guys see the steam? Post 24-degree run in Minnesota.
Let down all your love as it comes and goes away, and rest your patience, cause it's a long road to pace yourself until you held up watching, come rescue my heart. Help me slowly, but don't bring no sign of hurting now, cause I don't want to hear about how I've changed, how I've changed. I get overwhelmed, sure you'll never know, keep it to myself.
Wide open, let's go! Yeah!
Put your hands on me, and your patience it ran so high. All I wanted was to make you mine. Your heartbeat was soft and smooth. Can I rely on you? Can I? Your heartbeat was soft and smooth. Can I be there for you every night? So long with so much distance, but I hope you know I think of you. Yeah, I'm a burn out, but I'll be there when you need me to. Yeah, your patience it ran so high. All I wanted was to make you mine. Your heartbeat was soft and smooth. Can I rely on you? Can I?
I'm back from Minnesota. We just tested out all of the sauerkrauts. These two regular ones are pretty solid. Still definitely some fine tuning with the salt and additional flavors. But it tastes good, it's nice and crunchy. However, the dill...
We kept it too long.
Yeah.
It bubbled like it said it would. And then it like went over, spilled over, whatever you call that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I should have put it in the fridge, but I waited a couple more days and I think it made everything just mushy instead of crunchy.
Ended up a little mushy, probably been in solution for too long.
Cucumbers didn't even, it was too much.
Yeah, it's all good.
We learned.
We learned our lesson, and we'll keep getting better. I think there was these first two that I put a lot of salt in. Remember, I was just like layering it in.
If it was just, we put a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We're learning.
We are learning.